Buttons. The Buttons tab control buttons of various types of phones. If you use SNOM handsets, we basically have 100% integration with the SNOM handsets. We can control all the buttons centrally from the PABX, never having to touch the handsets. If you use Polycom phones, they're at about an 85% compliance, and Cisco at around the 60 mark. But yeah, nothing beats this SNOM integration. What I'm going to do now is quickly define up, let's say we had a 5-button telephone. I'm going to say button 1 will be, it'll monitor, it'll be a speed dial, and it'll be a pickup for my colleague at 7102. And I might call that John. Great. Button 2 might do the same thing for another colleague, 7103. That might be Paul. So if we have a look at some of the buttons that we can define, we can set park orbitals, we can set do not disturbs, we can redirect, we can monitor, we can set intercoms. There's a number of different things we can define on the button. Where it becomes very powerful is with the star codes touched on the tab before. We can actually speed dial a particular star code. For example, if I wanted to listen in on 7102, first of all I get my star code by going to settings, star codes, I find out what the listen in, so it's star 83 to listen in. I'm going to go back to accounts, my extension, buttons profile. I'm going to do a star 83 7102, that'll be listen in on John. On button 3. On button 4, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to speed dial. Speed dial using my star code features. Star 83 7102. And I'm going to listen in on Paul. Save as custom. Now, if I'm running SNOM handsets, that is immediately updated on my phone, and I'll see whenever button 1 is glowing, I'll know that John's on the phone, and then I press button 3, I can listen in. Oh, sorry, let's make sure this is programmed right. Speed dial. Let's start that again. So if button 1 is glowing, that means John's on the phone because we're monitoring him. Then I can press button 3, which will listen in on his phone call. So yeah, very powerful, and the advantage is if you've got 100 handsets, you don't have to manage this on 100 different telephones, you just do it once. Okay, we're on to the next tab, which is customize.